come down to that difficulty in the end. There was 2/10 difference between Jake and Luke in the difficulty, and that's basically what the difference in the score was. But what an unbelievable result for British Gymnastics to have 2 medals, gold and silver. Fantastic.
Yes, Sam, I mean, we're just watching the women coming out for the vault final. We'll get to that very shortly, but just a word that we thought this was possible. We hoped, we dreamed that it could happen, and for them to actually achieve it, I mean, it's one thing dreaming it, but another putting it into practice.
Absolutely, Matt, especially on an apparatus-like floor where there are so many rooms for error on all of those landings. I honestly think both of them have knocked it out the park, and I can't remember many Saturday mornings that started better than that in my time, and it was incredible. And I think that makes Jake Jarman the first ever British male gymnast to win 2 World Championship gold medals on 2 apparatus, which is an incredible achievement.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've watched him grow, we've seen him mature, and he's just so assured on the world stage now. The entire world watches Jake with wonder and awe, and just seeing the reaction, Sam, on his face when he saw the score. Sometimes even he can't believe what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think you really saw some emotion from him. He laughs, he jokes, he plays with the camera. You can see his eye rolls all the time, but you could really see there just how much it meant to him. I remember seeing Jake in a mums and toddler class when he was about 4 years old, and his coach that you saw there, Ben Howe, saying to me, this kid's going to be world champion one day, and very rarely does that ever happen. So the fact that Jake's been able to do that over here, like Chris said, on the other side of the world, on a apparatus-like floor, we really are the best in the world on this apparatus. Following in Gianni Regini Moran's footsteps and becoming a floor world champion, I mean, what a morning and what a great start for Great Britain. Yeah, sure. Well, the women are out for the women's vault. They'll have a few minutes warming up. While they do, I think we'll just keep indulging in this, Beth, because it's one thing, isn't it, to feel like, you turn up at a World Championships, you're enjoying the experience, you feel like quite amazed that you've managed to achieve it and get there, and quite another to have this turning point in your career. You went through it too, where you absolutely feel like you deserve your place there, and other people are coming out to try and beat you. It's a real sort of turning point in your career, and Jake's exactly there right now.
Yeah, it can also be a very pressurised situation to be in, because when you're that underdog, you're kind of going in, you're doing your own thing, and no one's really watching you. But then suddenly, when you're all eyes on you, it's a very different pressure before you've even put your arm up to do the routine. So Jake has really learned how to handle that pressure. I think he's been to numerous major championships now, and each one you can just see him taking the experience. He obviously spoke a lot about the experience from the vault in Paris last year, and then this year he's taken the time just to kind of specialise on apparatus, and even that in itself, that's a very different experience for Jake, because he is an all-rounder as well.
We're just watching the women warming up for the World Vault final here. Beth and Becca, just get your thoughts on this to start with, and the fact that there's 2 vaults, isn't there, in the women's vault final, and they both have to be different.
Yeah, so to qualify for a vault final now, you can do from the same kind of category, so you can have 2 forward-facing vaults or 2 backwards, but to qualify into the final, if you do 2 different vaults, you actually get a 0.2 bonus. And for all of these gymnasts that came into this final, they all took that 0.2 bonus. So we will see a huge variety of vaults today, a forward-facing and a backward-facing vault. Melnikova, high off her success yesterday, I would expect is the front runner for this, but she has got a lot of challenges.
Yeah, she had 2 vaults actually over 14 in qualification, so very, very difficult to beat. But of course, riding high off the back of the all-around gold that she won yesterday. It'd be interesting to see how that's impacted on her, whether or not that's going to give her a boost today, or if she'll be tired. 25 years old now, but no doubt she's relishing another final.
Yeah, I think she'll be relishing it. I mean, she's been in this situation before where you've done an all-round, done team competitions as well, and you're kind of on your 3rd, 4th day of competition, whereas actually for her now, she knows she's just got to go out and do those 2 vaults.
just the final preparations then of this women's vault. They all get a couple of touches.
You get 3 touches because you're doing 2 different vaults. In the all-around, you just get 2 touches, but for vault final, you're allowed the extra one so that you can warm up both your vaults.
Well, the top 4 will be going, and then followed by the latter half of the women's vault final.
Interesting, actually, in the vault final, we've got a gymnast representing China, where China's never been that strong on this piece of apparatus.
No, and I believe this gymnast has only come and done vault. They just brought one for the all-around and then some specialists, bar specialists, vault specialists. Their all-arounder is their beam specialist.
Well, I don't think they'd have brought her if they didn't think she had a chance. She's qualified in 2nd place. So if anybody can push Melnikova with the difficulty, it would be this gymnast. And again, she's fresh, done qualification a good few days ago. Melnikova was competing last night. She's got a heavily strapped knee. It could be an opportunity for China.
Yes, well, Deng Yalan is the 2nd highest qualifier. Historically, China have won 3 golds and a silver, but the top performing nation in this final is the USA with 7 golds, 8 silvers and 4 bronze medals. But we're going to start with Deng Yalan of China, the silver medalist at the Chinese Championships. She actually had 2 vaults over 14 in qualification as well. So starting with a high flyer here. 5.4 is the difficulty.
Precise run.
Oh!
Well, I have never seen that. No, she obviously got her run completely wrong. Hit the board and just, well, she's safe. She hasn't hurt herself.
Well, I think we're all sat here stunned. We have never seen that ever before. I mean, that takes something to do, to hit the springboard and completely change and jump the vault. Oh, my word.
I wonder what, I mean,
I hope she's okay and composed enough for the 2nd vault.
I mean, so let's just see, let's just check a run up here.
It looks very precise. It looks absolutely right, doesn't it?
Ah, there. Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe she was a little far away.
Perhaps.
Well, she hit the top of the springboard. That is very, very unusual. Well, I just hope she makes the right decision.
And just salutes and leaves.
Yeah. Well, she's not going to win a medal.
There's no need to carry on.
No.
Here, but
in the heat of the moment, though, quite a difficult decision to make. I'm sure she'll want to do something. I mean,
she doesn't know what to do at the moment.
I think this is where the coach needs to step in, because the gymnast now is not thinking in the right frame of mind. I'm praying for a safe outcome to this.
Yeah. Well, the judges, I don't know if they've even given a green light yet, because...
No, they probably haven't. I mean, she did World Cup in 2015 on vault, and we haven't seen her on the world stage since. So this is a very big opportunity for her to...
Yes, yeah.
To show what she's made of. She will be devastated, as you can see.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm praying she's just going to walk away.
I think just a little salute,
away.
And then, yeah.
Walk away.
Well,
there should be some consultation, Christine.
Yeah.
If that was your gymnast, you know, you need to speak to them.
You'd go up onto the podium and speak to them.
Yes, absolutely. Well, there's 2 vaults, and there's, she's not challenging for a medal here, so, and obviously she's distressed, so there's really no need to carry on. We're commentating from Salford here, so we can't actually see what's going on in the arena here. We're just looking at the same pictures as you are. I'd love to give you some more information about what the judges are up to at the moment, and what discussions are happening around the arena.
And I'm sure many people who've vaulted in their life have got their run-up wrong and done just that, jumped on the board and done nothing more.
Yeah.
So I'm sure everyone can empathise with her.
Yeah, yeah.
She's obviously talking to a coach there. She was speaking to somebody.
Well, Joscelyn Roberson will be next for the USA. I think, yeah.
Yeah, well done.
That was definitely the right thing to do. No need at all. And maybe a little unsettling for the gymnasts that are to come as well. Joscelyn Roberson, as I say, will be next to go. Not the ideal preparation following.
No, not at all, but she's businesslike, Joscelyn Roberson. We've seen her.
Yeah. So we'll have Lisa Vaelen after Joscelyn Roberson, and then there'll be...
The judges also will have not known what to do with that. You know, they will have taken a fair bit of discussion and advice.
So on we go then. Joscelyn Roberson with a chance. Her 2 vaults were 13.633 and a 13.166 in qualification.
And she's put up a 5.6 vault.
5.6, huge.
Which is harder than the vault she did in qualifying.
So her entrance strategy into this final was to go slightly easier. She's in now, she's going for broke.
Really powers down, the half turn on, the full twisting straight front off. That was a beautiful vault.
It was. Not much to deduct other than the little hop there. Wasn't the highest vault we'll see in this final.
Well, we're used to seeing the Americans dominate this piece of apparatus. Very powerful and athletic. 5.6 is the vault. So that's up on difficulty from qualification. The round off half turn. You can see there from the springboard. Jump half turn. The straight front somersault with the full twist. A little bit soft in the legs, but at that speed, that'll be hard to pick up. Great start. I mean, this gymnast, if she's got a good second vault, could surprise everybody.
Well, she's added half a twist on from what she qualified with, and she did it with ease. It looked very comfortable.
Well, the easier version of that vault, she scored a 13.633 in qualification. The second one is a 5.2.
Well, she really is going for it, isn't she?
She's upping this one as well.
It's interesting that vault with an extra half turn has added 0.6.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a significant increase for the half turn.
So she'll be 0.8 up on her difficulty from qualification.
That would match Melnikova.
Yes, and just as on all pieces, you don't have to do the same vaults as you qualified with.
Yeah.
You can, and if you're a good vaulter, a specialist vaulter, as she is, you'll have a fair option, I would imagine.
Well, actually, if she does a 5.2, that is a higher start than Melnikova for both vaults. Because Melnikova had a 5.6 and a 5.
Melnikova scored over 14 for both of her vaults, so Joscelyn Roberson here needs to get up into the 14s.
They seem to be taking the time, the judges on vault, don't they? I mean, I don't think there was much really you need to deliberate over that vault.
13.966. It's a little bit down on where she would be hoping. Needs to really focus on the execution of yes, it was downgraded then. 5.6 went down.
Well, this is the 5 for this one, but I wonder whether it was incorrectly put up on the scoreboard.
Yes.
The 5.6, because that's usually the 1.5.
Yes, that's what I thought. It seems a lot for a half turn.
Yeah.
Well, 5 is the difficulty for Joscelyn Robertson's second vault.
Yep, the double twisting, Yashchenko little bit untidy on the last half, but 2 good, solid vaults there. Yes, you submit your vault number and the administrator puts it into the thing. So I suspect it was put up slightly incorrectly.
It was just a little bit scrappy in the latter part of the twist. And not much height from the platform, so the judges will start deducting from the springboard there. So that separation of the legs will pick up a deduction. They're looking at the block and height. See the legs just a little bit soft. And she was sort of not fully round as well.
Now that for me is quite similar to the vault we saw yesterday from our bar worker.
Karina
Schoenmaier, yeah, and they scored that at about 13.4. So I would imagine it wouldn't go much higher than mid-13s.
Yeah, I think the execution will be picked up there. But a big improvement from qualification.
So Joscelyn Roberson, the first gymnast to post scores here then in this women's vault final. And we're just looking, the average will be taken to give the total. And that will be the score for the rest of the gymnasts to beat. So Joscelyn Roberson setting the benchmark in this women's vault final. And the score to beat is 13.983.
You're right there, Christine. Second vault, 13.6.
She got the 0.2 bonus for 2 different entries, 2 different vaults.
Lisa Vaelen of Belgium will be the next gymnast to go. She got a 3rd at the European Championships on vault earlier this year.
And a big vault on the way here. Handspring on, 1.5, twist off. Really well performed, actually. Little unsteady on the landing, but through the air, it was good and high.
Well, she scored a 14 for that vault in qualification.
Well, out of a 15.4 maximum.
Need a lot of power for this vault. Forward entry, handspring, and the gymnast can almost use the pike position when they extend out to initiate the twist. Watch there, big heel drive, a little bit of leg separation into the pike, and then extends out, wraps in the 1.5 twist. Tries to stick that landing. Good first vault.
The split of the legs and the crossing of the legs is where the judges will deduct. But the direction was great. She was right down the middle on that red line.
The course will be cleared very shortly for the second vault.
You have to be something special, really, to get your execution into the 9s.
She's been great on the European stage, hasn't she, Lisa Vaelen, over the last, certainly the last Olympic cycle.
Yes, she has indeed, quite a specialist on the vault. And Belgium drifted away a little bit in the team competitions, but they've kept their specialists.
It's interesting, isn't it, when you get to this point in your career where, you know, she's 21 now, she's got that sort of, that difficulty set, and, you know, what the plan is then for her over the next 4 years.
Yes, I mean, quite a lot of the gymnasts here would hope to do another cycle through to the Olympics. This World Championships is very interesting because you've got, you know, most gymnasts work from cycle to cycle.
Well, 14.1 is a very strong start for Lisa Vaelen. How difficult will she go with the second vault is the question. She posted a 4.4 difficulty in qualification. It's the same vault she's going for. So needs to be near perfect on execution to try and keep the score up to the high 13s.
And here we go, the half turn on, the full twist of a simpler vault, but quite tidy. As you were saying, Matt, she needed perfect execution, and it really was much improved on the first vault. For many of these gymnasts, it's a great achievement to make a world final. That's probably one of the things that they're working towards, being able to make a world final.
Very secure on that vault. Obviously well within her skill set. But at this level, you really need just that little bit more difficulty. You can see there that just little leg separation. She has good extension in the air.
It's revolutionised the sport, hasn't it? The introduction of the table as opposed to the old sort of thinner vaulting horse.
Yeah, it has, and not many of the female gymnasts still do forward vaulting like this. They use the round off and flip on because you really can contact the platform. Platform's got springs in, and you hit it properly with straight arms, it really can launch you up.
I think one of the main things as well is not just the level of vaulting, however the safety is really important. And when it used to be the other way, what was it, maybe 12 inches wide to get the hands on. So now when they're doing the back entry, you've got all the platform. It is a much safer piece of apparatus. And you can see she hits the front where the springs are, block, up into the air. I think she'll really struggle to challenge with the second. The first one's a really good vault, but a mark behind on the second vault. And I think if you're a specialist and you're not doing the all-around, you really need to back it up with that second vault.
Well, 13.233 gives Lisa Vaelen an average score of 13.866. So she's behind Joscelyn Roberson, who leads this vault final on 13.983. Kalmykova competing as a neutral athlete here, 17 years old.
Oh, and I was going to say that was a very ambitious vault for a little slight gymnast. She went with the handspring entry up into the air. She blocked with great height, but to slam in 1.5 twists, you need a lot of rotation as well, which wasn't quite there.
It is a very difficult vault. I was saying for Lisa Vaelen, in the previous vault, you really have to be a powerful gymnast with that handspring, and obviously not. She really did attack the vault. Look, every ounce of effort, but the shoulders, she just lacks a little bit of strength. You've got to get that height. There was probably a foot difference.
Well, she is the vault champion of the neutral athletes that are competing here.
She was falling from the air there. You can actually see on the replay.
Yeah.
She did well to get her feet down. They'll mark it because her feet came down first. But if she'd landed on her knees, she just didn't drive her heels, did she, into the vault. Once she blocks here, you have to drive strongly to create the rotation.
Well, A for effort on the run-up. I mean, you could tell she really had to attack.
Absolutely. Well, we haven't seen much here that's going to challenge Melnikova.
Not so far.
She's the final of the fourth of the gymnasts that are competing in this first half of this competition. There'll be a warm-up and then the next four will go.
Now she's put her wrist supports on, which indicates she's probably going to do the flip on this time. It takes a lot of pressure on the wrist to round off on the hard mat that you run up on. So the gymnasts often wear these wrist supports.
And we just have to remind ourselves, there's 8 years difference between her and Melnikova. Wonder what this gymnast's going to be doing in 8 years' time.
We're 12.866 at the World Championships for her debut. She's going to follow it up with a second vault now. She scored a 13.333 for the second vault in qualification. She actually scored 14.1 for that first vault she performed there in qualification. She's ready now. 4.6 on the difficulty.
There comes the round off the flip, the 1.5 twist off. That was very nice, secure vaulting. Had she managed that first vault well, it would have been a challenge, that.
Yeah, but I mean, such a slight figure. If you were to pick out a piece for her, you probably wouldn't say vault would be the
No.
initially
Probably
your first
she looks
reaction.
like a really good beam worker.
Yes, yeah.
But that power will come.
Yeah, incredible.
Certainly will. And actually, to have that level of skill in your locker at just 17 years of age, that's just repetition. Yeah, and that'll turn into a double twist. So yeah, definitely one for the future, and take this as a great learning experience. I mean, I don't know what most 17-year-olds are doing, but they're not competing in a world final, are they?
Pin sharp through the air there, wasn't she?
Very good. Nice technique.
That's why this type of vault, Christine, suits, I think, the slighter gymnast.
Yep.
She can perform this because she can accelerate, round off. She has a lot better block. The form in the air is much, much better. Straightens out the body, great spatial awareness.
And most of the top female vaulters use that entry.
Well done. Successfully through.
So 13.333 was the score for that vault in qualification. She does better than that, look, 13.533 is the score. 13.13199 is the average. Puts her in third with 4 gymnasts left to go and a warm-up in between. Karina Schoenmaier, the 4th highest qualifier for Germany, will be the first to go in this batch, but there's Angelina Melnikova. Took the all-round title yesterday. Another chance of a golden moment for her. So Beth, Melnikova here looking incredibly focused on the job in hand. Can she do it?
I think she can, yeah. I mean, it's been a bit of a strange start to the vault final. But she's got the difficulty there. We saw the American obviously up her difficulty, but didn't quite have the execution to match it. Whereas when we've seen Melnikova's vaults, we're going to see it here in the warm-up. Which one's this? The half on, 1.5 off. So gymnasts quite often when they're warming it up, they don't necessarily go for the landing. It is quite hard landing, so they protect their ankles by rolling out. So don't be alarmed by that warm-up.
Yeah. Sam, just a word then on Deng Yilin, the first gymnast out. I mean, that kind of stuff happens in the training gym, but have you ever seen that in competition when she just ran through and used the springboard to jump over the table?
Yeah, it's one of those situations, Matt, that you just never see. It's kind of a once-in-a-blue-moon event. It took me really by surprise, and I was actually asking Beth, what's the rule there? If you touch the springboard, is that when the score starts? Because it almost looked like she had a split second where she thought, if I just miss the vault and jump over it, I might get to vault again. But definitely the right decision there for the coaches to step in, take her off the floor, because like Craig said on commentary, she was not thinking rationally in that moment, and you're just wanting the athlete to walk away from that situation. Obviously, she's got the 0, there's no point taking any risks, but that will have really unsettled all of the gymnasts, and that's where I think the experienced head of Melnikova there is going to really be an advantage for her, because she will be able to keep calm. She's been in these pressured situations, and it looks like now it's all down to her whether she puts these 2 vaults on her feet. I think think the other thing with the Chinese gymnast, Matt, what I saw was that there was a coach standing in for the warm-up, throwing her up in the air. So, yeah, for me, that always leaves me a little bit nervous going into the actual vaults.
Yeah, well, thanks for now, Sam. We'll get on with this women's vault final with the second four gymnasts competing. Melnikova will be the penultimate gymnast in this final. For now, it's in the hands of Karina Schoenmaier of Germany, the fourth highest qualifier.
And she looks set for business here. Oh. And she is. The half turn on, the front with the 1.5 twist off. She wasn't quite clean on that first half on, but she knows what she's doing. European champion this year.
Yeah, absolutely. She won the gold at the Euros just earlier this year, and she's looking on song here.
Well, she's upped the difficulty from qualification, adding an extra full twist. And actually, just looking at the two warm-ups of Melnikova in this vault, she looks very confident. I think Melnikova looks a little bit edgy, but this vault here was fabulous. Upping the difficulty, as we said, that'll score well.
Well, I mean, if she can go into the lead here and stay there, it would be Germany's first gold medal on vault. A silver and bronze, but never the gold.
She did a 4.8 in qualification for the second vault, so I'm just wondering, can she up the difficulty in the second vault? But there was no problem there, plenty of height all the way around.
She also competed in the all-round yesterday, not terribly well actually, because we've seen her rise to the challenge often in the past, and she'll be really wanting to show everybody what she can do today.
Yeah. Well, a good fact-finding mission to go out and use the equipment as well, certainly if you've got your eyes on an individual apparatus final. And to feel the arena as well, because they can be odd places, can't they?
They can be. It's quite a quick turnaround for these gymnasts, though, from competing last night. It's a quick turnaround for us commentating, let alone doing gymnastics.
Oh, yes, it's so tough sat here, isn't it, Christine? Yeah.
Well, it was, I mean, it's less than 24 hours, isn't it? Yeah. You know, from the for the women who worked all round.
Yeah. But we've seen already people that have done the all-round come in and medalled. You know, the Chinese girl who's rested, you know, missed the vault. So, you know, maybe it just keeps the flow going. It's all down to the preparation as well. These gymnasts are prepared to compete or train routines day after day after day. And certainly the older gymnasts, they've got that maturity and confidence, aren't they? They just stand there and it's just do what you do in training. Where for the young ones, it's the inexperience.
Well, that looked like a very good first vault.
The only thing I would say, Craig, is that I doubt that the very big vaults they do every day, certainly not onto a hard surface. You know, it's quite... It's a bit like being a long jumper, isn't it? You need your adrenaline pounding with you. Well,
I think, you know, when you look at, we've just watched this vault looked very capable for this gymnast, and as Sam was saying in training, it's always alarming when there's a coach standing in. You know, Melnikova's got a heavily strapped knee, the coach is in, it looks like, oh, is she going to get round? Well, you can't do a lot of landings like that, and I think the confidence comes where you can perform that skill at ease.
Well, 5.6 is posted as the difficulty. You think that was awarded 5.6?
Well, I tell you what I think they'll be having a bit of trouble with is when she turned on, she's meant to go round and be going on forwards. Well, actually, she only sort of quartered on, didn't she? And wasn't all the way round. Now...
Oh, well, she's looking confused as well at the scoreboard. 12.533.
Well, I think we're all confused.
Well, they've obviously not credited something.
I mean, she scored 14 for her first vault. She got a two-mark penalty. Oh, he's straight off. Coach is straight off.
I wonder if she started out of time.
Sam's thinking it was a one-handed takeoff.
That wasn't apparent to us.
Well, we're off and running with the second vault. This isn't a replay.
Oh, and that was a beautifully performed double twisting, Yushchenko. Well, I'm sure there will be an appeal put in on that first score.
Well, it should go up in difficulty if you're doing a vault from one hand.
There are some new rules, actually, surrounding if you only go off one arm.
Well, that's it then.
But I think the look of confusion on her face would suggest that she knows differently of what she actually did.
Yes, I would agree. That was a lovely double twist. That's one of the best we've seen, isn't it?
Because you would think, actually, no, that yeah, I get it. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, but the look on her face said to me.
Yeah.
Well, you know if you've got your hand on the apparatus. But second vault there we're looking at. Look at that extension. Not many gymnasts can flick on and keep the feet together.
And one of the highest vaults we've seen as well, so no deductions for lack of height or anything in that department.
That was a real medal contender right there.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a huge talking point in the gymnastics community, this one.
See, she blocks with beautiful straight arms, extends through the shoulders. It's very nice vaulting, this.
Loads of time in the air, both vaults.
Straight down the line.
Very confident vaulting.
I expect there will be an inquiry, and I expect we will get an explanation.
Well, what we want to see is another replay of that vault. But we're not in control of these pictures here. We're just talking the same as you are, the pictures. But vault number 2, 14.033, the average score of 13.483. No doubt there will be an inquiry put in.
Well, we've got it all here in this vault.
What a final this is proving to be. Well, at the end of the vault runway now is the third highest qualifier, Lia-Monica Fontaine of Canada. She's just 16 years old, stands there as the Canadian vault champion.
And the first Canadian gymnast we've seen these championships. And another very nice double twist. She'll be wanting a 14 for that vault.
Well, just the one silver medal in Canada's vaulting history at the World Championships. But the chance for her to get a medal here.
Very powerful approach and another great double twist. In fact, the last two double twists we've seen have been some of the best of the competition. Great form in the air, just that step back. It is a real good vaulting technique, this, to get the height from the table. Probably not just as tidy in the air as Schoenmaier.
Not quite so steady on the landing.
How close to 14 will this be?
I think the 2 steps back will probably just keep it out of the 14s, I would guess.
$13.933. 8.933 on the execution. So 13.483 is the average score for a medal as it stands at the moment. Joscelyn Roberson leads this women's vault final on 13.983. Lisa Vaelen, 13.866 is silver. Can Lia-Monica Fontaine, at 16 years old, vault herself up onto the world podium?
Well, good, precise work. Oh, and that really was very nice vaulting, very good. She turned on nice and cleanly. She lobbed up into the air, only half a twist in the straight shape, but it was a lovely straight shape.
2 technically good vaults for a 16-year-old. Well within her capabilities. Good extension, 4.8 on the difficulty. Just watch this, round off half turn. Lovely extension and shape.
And you can see there's so much more to come, can't you, in that department, Chris?
Absolutely, she really held a lovely shape. Made me think of Andrea's vaulting.
Yes.
Not so difficult. Andrea puts in another full twist, so she does 1.5. This is only the half, but she turns at exactly the right moment, doesn't she?
Yeah, so smooth.
Yeah.
And sort of with ease, it's effortless for her. You can see how much she's enjoying her vaulting there.
Very much so. Which is what makes for great gymnastics, when you make it look easy.
And this gymnast obviously favours a round-off entry. The other 17-year-old did the forward-facing, which is a big vault to do. But yeah, 2 technically good vaults, and certainly a future vault finalist, I feel there.
What a debut. What a debut on the world stage. Keep your eyes on her. Well, she's gone into the lead. Look at that. 14.033 is the average score. And that's not going to be easy to beat, actually.
And actually great to see quality work winning out. You know, the good technique, the legs together, the body straight.
Yes, my word. The pressure is on Angelina Melnikova, the neutral athlete who took the gold medal in the all-around competition. Haven't seen her on the international stage since 2021. Back with a bang yesterday. What can she do here on vault?
Well, she needs to harness all the power, get up in the air, and she does. The half turn on, the 1.5 off. It might have looked dodgy in warm-up, but it was fantastic.
It was effortless, business-like, very accurate.
Interesting how she opted for the easier vault of the 2 first. Obviously wants to just have a touch of the apparatus, double twist of the Yushchenko, just a little bit of crossing of the feet. She had a 14.2.
Yes, really good vault, you're right, Craig. The easier one first without the turn on. Lovely and clean.
You can see just the difference between this vault and some of the others is she's got a little bit of leg separation on the way on, and that crossing of the legs in mid-air. And it is a good tight position, but the legs aren't great there.
No.
So I don't think that should get a 9 into the 9s for execution.
Well, she's going to have to go some on her second vault to go ahead of Lia-Monica Fontaine, who leads this competition on 14.033 as the average.
And that 0.2 bonus obviously makes a big difference as well.
14.1 given for the first vault.
I think in the speed, natural speed, those legs aren't so apparently crossed because they leave the platform together, which is, I think, why the judges don't deduct so severely.
Well, she's going all out for difficulty with this second vault. 5.6 makes you think, does she need to go that difficult? But she's got the plan, she'll stick to it.
Well, let's hope she can execute the plan well. Here we go. This time we have the half turn on. And she does.
Well, she absolutely went for broke there. 5.6.
But I think we all held our breath a little bit off the top of the platform looking at the warm-up. But, I mean, this is the experience and the confidence. She just goes up another level, wraps in, almost lands on a bit of a straight leg there as well. Look, the half turn, wraps in, 1.5 twist.
She's actually very efficient in the twist, isn't she? Like when you say, Craig, she wraps in.
It is a very difficult skill, the round off with the half turn, to keep the legs together, because, you know, the energy and the gravity and the forces are actually trying to pull your legs apart. Well, I think we're probably going to have a new leader.
But there's plenty to deduct here, you're right.
Oh, and look at the pressure, and she's definitely trying to protect the knee.
I mean, she scored 14.1 as an average in qualification. 14.033 is the score to beat.
She'll get the 0.2 bonus on top.
And there's one gymnast left to go in this final. So Lia-Monica Fontaine of Canada is guaranteed a medal, as I'm sure is Melnikova, but what colour is it, is the question.
Well, for Canada, that's a great result.
They've only ever had one silver historically. The judges, as they have done with every single vault, are taking their time on this. The all-around champion from yesterday, and oh, she's in the lead, 14.466. It looks like it's going to be 2 gold medals, but there's one gymnast still left to go. That's the Austrian gymnast, Charlize Moerz. 20 years old. She scored a 13.733 for her first vault and 13.2 for her second. Oh,
handspring up, it half turn and then back summy out. Unusual vault.
Well, I don't know whether she was going for a pike front half, but she just did a tuck front half turn, which was very, very strange. I mean, this vault final, we've had pretty much everything.
It's had a lot of ups and downs, put it that way.
Look, she's set up as though she was going into the pike position. Watch. You can see better on the replay. Block, up, into a lovely pike, and then tuck, half turn. Very, very strange. I wouldn't be surprised if they check the height of the vault. I'm wondering, in the Sydney Olympics, they had the vault at the wrong height in the opening round of the all-round final, and then they measured it, and actually, gymnasts got to go again. There's something very strange out there today.
I don't know, I would agree with you here though, Craig, that she looked like exactly like she was coming for a pike front half, but probably felt she didn't have enough rotation. I mean, it was a very clean, tidy vault, and the judges do judge what they see as opposed to what you put up on the board.
I mean, that's quite a statement, Craig, if you're thinking that the vault's at the wrong height.
Well, we've never seen it. I've never seen a vault final like this, ever.
No.
No.
Somebody jumping over the vault, somebody vaulting off one hand. Yeah, it's...
and someone coming out of a vault halfway through, yeah? 12.7.
See, difficulty's gone down to 3.8.
Because it was a tuck front half.
Yeah, and she put in a 4.6 in qualification for the first vault. Well, second vault time. 4.4 on the difficulty. Let's see what happens with this one.
Oh, well, very nice, full twisting Sukahara, the half turn on, straight body off. She's got very nice lines in the air. Lovely shape, but that was certainly not the expected first vault.
Having a little conflab with the coach there, what happened. And very powerful on this piece of apparatus. Good second vault. Sukahara. Nice straight shape. Full turn. Well, only 4.4, so it's not going to challenge Chris for a medal. So it looks like Melnikova will have taken her second gold medal of the championships. What a comeback.
Absolutely, and she showed her mettle as a competitor today. A little bit weary. Warm up didn't look strong, but when the hand went up, she showed she's got all that competitive edge.
Well, she had 13.166 for the second vault, gives her a 13.133 average into 7th place. Great result for the Canadian gymnast as well.
Yes, we haven't seen anything of the Canadian team at this championship so far. They didn't have anyone in the all-around, so super to see somebody coming out and performing so well.
And a bronze for the United States. We're just waiting for confirmation of the results.
And the arena being cleared, so there's confirmation. Angelina Melnikova takes the gold, Lia-Monica Fontaine the silver, and Joscelyn Roberson the bronze. But I'm sure there will be much conversation going on about this final for many, many months to come.
I think they will. So we'll have a little break from the women. We'll be next up on the final will be the men on the pommel horse, where we actually have a bit of GB interest. Alexander Yolshin-Kash.
Yes, great young gymnast burst on the scene, continuing the tradition of